Hello YouTube, I want to show you all something that I found pretty interesting. How to make your own Yeti cooler out of a $20 Igloo. I'm going to go ahead and apologize now if I accidentally get the orientation of the camera wrong. This is actually just a cell phone video. I want to show you all this because I found it interesting, cheap, and very effective. I've done it to a couple of my other coolers and it works great. So there will be a couple frame breaks in this, and that's just why I'm changing things around, getting them ready. But if you want to follow me and like and subscribe, I'm new to YouTube and just kind of hoping to help people out. I'm not looking to sell you any products or anything. I just simply want to show you something that I found interesting. But we're going to pause this here and get things ready and start showing you what we're doing. I'm going to quickly run through a list of things that you're going to need to get the job done. A drill, of course a drill bit. This is my bit of choice. It's a glass cutting spade bit. Real cheap at Harbor Freight for the whole kit, and I'll show you later why I use that one. I'm going to need black tape. That's a pretty interesting little trick that I found that works great. Masking tape. This is blue painter's tape. I'm doing my video in black and white because nobody ever does that. So, you know, we're all about individuality here. You know, this is America. Let's do it, America. But and last but not least, great stuff. I really hope this video changes the orientation of the phone changes the orientation of the video. Otherwise, that label's backwards. But get it at Lowe's, any hardware store, Walmart. Foam insulation, expanding. But and we're gonna need, of course, this $20 Igloo. So that being said, we're gonna start tearing this thing apart and make it insulated. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use this bit and drill right into my heart. Okay, maybe not my heart, but the cooler. We're gonna just simply put a hole through it. I'm doing this one-handed, so please forgive me if the video is shaky or even terrible. It's not meant to be a good video, just a helpful one. And in the opposite corner, right into my shoulder again. And now that we got that done, I'm going to pause again, get the next thing ready, which will be the great stuff, expanding foam. There is a trick with black tape that I will show you here in just a second, and we'll get this thing working. We're going to take the black tape and wrap it around the straw of the spray and foam insulation. We're going to wrap it around just a couple times. That way when we get the insulation going in there, it actually, you push against it and the black tape creates a great gasket to keep the foam flowing through the hollow parts. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to fit the insulation straw into the hole. There's the black tape right there to create a good seal. And we're going to start to shoot this thing full of insulation. Get to hook the can to it and let her go. I apologize, I almost forgot one very important step here with the masking tape. But we'll knock that out real quick. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take masking tape and put it over this hole, this second hole. Kind of treat this like plastic injection molding, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put tape over this hole, and then I'm going to poke that hole out. I'll just use my drill bit, and what that does is when the foam starts to come out this side, it doesn't get all over the cooler. It saves a lot of time. So while it's not completely necessary, it very much so is a time saver. But I'll do that now. Okay, so here's the tape with the hole poked in it. Now simply just start filling it up. I know I said this once before, but this time it's actually ready. Like I said, when it starts coming out the adjacent hole, it's full. And if it's not completely full, if you can see voids in it, you can always take your finger and hold it over this hole and fill it up with a little bit more pressure, and it'll expand a little bit more. But I haven't had that issue yet, but we're gonna get this thing going. But just a little helpful tip is always when you are doing this, make sure your holes are as far apart as possible. Don't do them close. You got to do them as far apart as possible. Remember that. That's one thing you can take from this video, as far apart as possible. Alright, this thing is all done now. This is it. We're gonna hold it up to the sunlight. You can see there's no voids in it. It's completely airtight. There's 2 little holes where I injected it. Right there and right there. It did definitely overstuff it a little bit, but that's not gonna hurt anything. And I did find something useful. I did overfill this one a little bit. One thing I found useful is keep paint thinner on hand, because actually after reading the can, it says paint thinner is great for removing that while it's still tacky, and I definitely had a mess, so keep that in mind. Just mineral spirits or paint thinner did great. Probably not the best thing to use on your hands, but I got it on my hands. Worked great for that too. And now all we got left to do is the cooler itself, and we don't really need to do a video about that, I don't think. This is ready to go. The lid fits tighter, sealed, and ready to rock and roll.